It's something I've been doing for 3 years, and it has helped me tremendously invest into the markets. It has helped me buy another property. I have not paid a payment in 3 years. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kimothy, and on this channel we speak everything personal finance. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the financial playbook for recent grads and young adults. So this video is aimed mostly to people in their 20s, early 20s, even late 20s. Now this video is inspired by the Rich Habits podcast. I want you guys to check them out. They offer so much good information that I use to this day. I heard this episode when I was driving to work. I thought it was a great episode that I could share with you guys some of the topics and thoughts that they talked about for recent grads and young adults coming up into this world. We'll cover the to-dos, and we'll also cover what not to do so we can set you up for a brighter future when you get into your 30s, 40s, and 50s. Also, when you're in your 20s, don't rush into a career that you're not going to like. Going to college and spending all that money on a degree or a field that doesn't bring a lot of money or a field that you don't really enjoy, just naturally let your life fall where it will and progress as time goes on. One of the first things you should be doing when you graduate, when you get a job, when you graduate high school, or when you graduate college is opening a Roth IRA. This is something that I wish I would have started in my early 20s, but I literally just started one last year at 26. It's better to start late than never. So open a Roth IRA, and if you don't know what a Roth IRA is, it's a retirement account outside of your 401k that you can open up and invest post-tax dollars into. It grows tax-free, and you can take this money out at 59.5, and you can only contribute up to a certain amount. In 2024, that amount is $7,000 if you're under 50, which is what we're focusing on today. Literally go open a Roth IRA right now. I want you to stop this video and type in Google, open a Roth IRA. This is the video pause. You need to go open a Roth IRA. Go do it now, and let's continue with the video. Woohoo! With Fidelity, you go with Schwab. There's many providers that allow you to open a Roth IRA. Open a Roth IRA and start investing into your retirement today. Whether you invest $50 to $100, $200 a month, it doesn't matter. Just start putting money into your Roth IRA so you can have something in retirement. And if you don't know what to invest in, you can invest into something like the S&P 500, which is a collection of the top 500 companies in the US, and that stock generally goes up at about a 10% rate of return. So if you invested $100 to $200 into the S&P 500, which has historically given you a return of about 10%. Now I'm not saying it's going to always be 10%, but historically that has been the number that's been returned. You could have about $1.1 million to $2.2 million in your retirement account by retirement age. So start investing into a Roth IRA. Don't wait till you're 26. Don't wait till you're 27. Invest $50 to $100 into your Roth IRA. And as you start making more money, increase that amount. Another thing you need to be doing is build your financial base. What I mean by this is you need to have at least $50,000 to $100,000 invested into the markets before you hit the age of 30. Now, to get $50,000 to $100,000 into your investment accounts might take 7 to 10 years. So we need to start as early as possible. So $100,000 invested takes longer than getting from 200,000, 300,000, 500,000 to $1 million. So for example, the journey from 0 to 100,000 might take 7 to 10 years, but the journey from 100,000 to 200,000 will take you about 5 years. And then say 200,000 to 500,000 will take you about 6 years. And 500,000 to $1 million will take you about 7 years. So as you can see, as you start building your investments, compound interest starts working in your favor, and you get closer to that goal of $1 million in our retirement accounts by the time it becomes retirement age a lot faster. So just stockpile money into your retirement accounts, whether it's your 401k, whether it's your Roth, whether it's your brokerage. Get money into your retirement so we can get to that 50,000 to 100,000 as soon as possible. Me personally, I'll be hitting my 100,000 within the next 2 years if I keep investing the amount I do, which is about 17% of my income. Another thing you should be doing is maximizing your 401k. Now, if you don't know what a 401k is, it is a retirement plan offered by your employer where you have pre-tax dollars that is mostly automatically put into your 401k plan, and then you can choose different investment vehicles to put your money into. We have different categories for our 401k, and I say I want to put 80% into this category and 20% into this category, and it automatically invests that money, which is really good. It's almost like a forced savings account. So definitely invest into your 401k, but at least do the match. In a later video, I'll be talking about the plan that I use, a plan that I got from the Money Guys. If you don't know the Money Guys, listen to them. They are really good. Just like the Rich Habits podcast, I will be talking about their plan that I use that I think is really good. Definitely first get your match in your 401k. If you don't understand, call your HR department, talk to a work colleague. For example, my match is about 5%. So if I put 5%, they're gonna be matching me at 5%, which is really 10% altogether. So it's free money that you're getting. So be sure to invest to your 401k at least up to the match. And finally, the last thing that you need to be doing is budgeting and automating your savings. When you start budgeting from a young age, you set the rules, you set the guidelines to your life, and you understand the money coming in and the money coming out. You want to know how much you're bringing in a month. You want to know how much you're bringing in for this pay period. And a great budget that I am a big advocate for is the 50-30-20 rule, which states 50% of your money goes to your needs being rent, utilities, groceries, and 30% going to your wants being going out to eat, going to see the movies, going to play golf, and 20% going to saving. Now if you want to flip-flop the 30% from wants to saving and the 20% from saving to wants, I wouldn't be mad about that, because the more money saved, the better. And automation is key, especially when investing. This is something I do myself. I have money coming into my checking account, and it's going to be automatically distributed to my investments. My Roth IRA is maxed out, so that's $583 that's getting automatically invested into my Roth IRA. When your money is put into your Roth IRA, that's not it. You need to invest that money into, say, the S&P 500 or stocks, Tesla, whatever you're advocate for. We're going to talk about what not to do. What not to do is very important, because it can really put you behind the 8 ball. One of the things I want you to not do is to get into high interest credit card debt. Don't use credit cards to fund a life that you cannot afford. I repeat, do not use credit cards to fund a life that you cannot afford. I'm a fan of credit cards. I enjoy the benefits. I enjoy the incentives when you first get some credit cards and you spend a certain amount of money and you get a certain amount of money back, but I always pay them off every month. Paying with credit cards for everything is a dangerous game. So you gotta always make sure you have money in your account. You have to make sure you're budgeting. It goes back to budgeting. You got to be able to budget. You can budget using credit cards and use your points, and you can get all these points, and eventually you'll get free flights because you're already just spending money on things that you're going to spend. If you're starting off, 20s, 24, 25, 21, 22, whatever, get a secured credit card. That's when you put, say, $200 on a credit card. That's your limit. So that's what I did to start off. Another thing I want you to avoid is lifestyle creep. You're going to start getting money. I mean, you go from 18, you go to college, you're a broke college kid, and then you graduate college, you might get a job making 60 to 80K a year, and you're just going to want to buy a car. You're going to want to buy the best apartment. You're going to buy shoes and cats and whatever you're passionate about. And one important thing is that as your income continues to grow, because it will grow as you age and as you get more years into your job and pick up new skills, be sure to raise your investments. Raise your investments at a percentage and not at a fixed rate. So instead of doing $500 a month, decide to put 15% of your income into investments, and then raise those percentages to 16 the next year when you get a raise, and then 17 when you get a raise. Continue to raise your percentage of investments and do not put it at a flat rate. Invest at a percentage so you're always ahead. And finally, don't fall for the American dream. When we're young, we see our parents have a big house, they have nice cars, and they have all these things, and we think that when we're coming out of college, we want those things, but we have to understand that our parents worked their whole life to achieve those things. And it's hard for us to replicate that coming out of college, coming out of high school. The American dream is different now. Interest rates are high, everything's high. I'm not saying don't go buy a single family house, because if that's something that you really want to do, please be my guest. But at the end of the day, a single family house is a liability. It takes money from you. Yes, it grows, but that money is all just trapped into this house. So this is what I'm saying. This is something I do, which I want everyone to listen and do this. Instead of buying a single family house, go do something called house hacking. I am a huge fan of house hacking. House hacking is when you buy a 2-family, like a duplex or a 3-plex or 4-family unit building and you live in one of the units. With the house hack, you can put down 3 to 5% on your property and you can live in there for free or have the tenant that you're living with partially pay your rent. Now, it might not sound great living with a tenant, but you have to understand the house hack I'm talking about, the duplex house hack or the triplex or 4-plex, it's almost like living in an apartment. It's something I've been doing for 3 years and it has helped me tremendously invest into the markets. It has helped me buy another property by house hacking. I have not paid a payment in 3 years. I have the tenant paying the mortgage. Now, this is something that first-time home buyers should be taking advantage of. The FHA loan, where you put down 3.5% towards your home. Here's the game plan. Go buy a multifamily property, rent out the top or the bottom, live in the other unit, and then when you're ready to move, once you save up all this money, now you can save up money that you would have put to a mortgage payment. You can put this to a second home when you move out. You can go buy your single family home, whichever one you and your family want to go buy it, and then you rent out the whole duplex or the whole quadplex or 3-plex, and you can use that money for your mortgage payment at your single family home, or you can just put it into a savings account. You can invest it, whatever you want to do with it. You have that freedom. I've been loving it so much. My wife is about to be a stay-at-home mom because the income is kind of taken care of. The house pays for itself. This strategy can significantly reduce your housing costs in this expensive world we're living in today and put you steps, leaps, bounds ahead of all your peers. I hope you guys found this video super informative. Like I said, this video is not only for recent grads, but it's for younger adults entering this world where we grind every day to work and pay these bills and just live a normal life. This is for those people that are coming up and trying to make something of themselves. And if you follow these steps, you'll be starting on a right foot and you won't be waking up when you're 40 years old or 50 years old and wondering where the time went, wishing that you would have done better in your 20s to invest for your retirement and not just going out and partying. So if you found this video valuable, share with the new grad, share with the young adult, share with your best friend, share with your siblings. Thanks for watching this video and don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos like this one. And I'll see you guys in the next one.